Hey, what's up, guys? Nick Abner here with Mr. Andrew Drawn,
Howdy, howdy.
and howdy, howdy. This is day two of our 365 days of content, right? That's what we set out to do. So we're really pumped to share with you some stories. Now, this first one actually comes from Ryan Dice. It's something that he said. It was kind of like a subtle piece of one of his stories, building up, but it really spoke to me. Like, this one impacted me, and my hope is that it'll also have an effect on you, because there's times in our lives when shit hits the fan. Like, let's just be honest. Like, things just go really bad. We get bad news, something terrible happens to us directly, something happens terrible in front of us that we weren't involved in, but now we are. And sometimes, many times, we resist the emotions, we resist the feelings that we get because of those things, thinking that we're not supposed to feel hurt, we're not supposed to feel anxiety, we're not supposed to feel pissed off. But the truth is that those emotions are completely normal, and those emotions are completely what being human is all about. And so what Ryan was talking about, Ryan, like I know, what Ryan Dice is talking
Oh,
about,
bro,
yeah,
yeah.
Ryan, my bro, Ryan, what Ryan Dice is talking about was in his story. He had gotten a tax bill, and the tax bill, I can't remember the exact number, it was in the hundreds of thousands, or 100,000, 150,000, or something like that. Big tax bill. This was right in the beginning of his business. He got this bill, and broke down, just like, how am I going to pay this? Like, that's a big tax bill to get. I think anyone would say that. And his wonderful wife came over, and I'm paraphrasing, he tells the story better, came over and said, I know you'll figure it out. And what he did, and this is really what spoke to me, he said, okay, I'm going to give myself 24 hours to feel really bad about this. But after those 24 hours are up, it's time, for the tires to hit the cement. It's time to go. It's time to find some solutions to this problem. And that right there, that's something I've been doing over the past year, maybe year and a half, since I heard that story. And it's had a profound effect on how I handle situations. It's allowing you to feel and to get that out. Because if you don't feel it and you resist it, you're bottling up and keeping it in. That's not going to help you to actually solve the problem later. Get that shit out, right? So I actually just shared this with Andrew, so that's how come we wanted to share this. And it's really profound.
Yeah, I almost hate to jump in because the way that you encapsulated that was so perfect. But I feel like we've all been there, right? We've all been either heartbroken or, I mean, who hasn't seriously gotten an unexpected tax bill? I mean, pretty much everyone I've ever spoken to has like had that moment where they get that tax bill. And maybe it's not a six-figure tax bill, but it's bad news. I mean, no one gets excited for the unexpected tax bill. So you have those moments, and one of the things that Nick mentioned earlier was, one of the last times he had an experience that got him really riled up. He was like, I'm right here. Like I can't see beyond that. And what's really telling about that, or what's really important about that, is to understand that when you're in it, when you're feeling, when your body is just overwhelmed with emotion, that's where you are. You're right here. You're in a here we go.
You're in your little
You're in a
box.
box. You're in a little box, and just like Nick was saying, it's totally cool to be in that box. Give yourself 24 hours, let yourself feel, process those emotions. But, after that 24 hours, like, it's kind of time to take those blinders off. It's kind of time to, and then take a look around and assess and be like, okay, it's game time. But, don't stuff that stuff, right? It's much better to feel. And some of the most alive times that I've ever had in my whole life were times where I was just like, just soul wrenching, just like, oh God, it's so bad, for various reasons. I mean, like, right, those are always like these really poignant, pains you remember, like, man, oh, that one, yeah, like, but it's like one of those things that's really lets you know that you're alive, you're living, you're like having a very human experience, and that's awesome. So give yourself the time to feel it, process it, and then move forward. Take the blinders off, and get back to business.
Yeah, and we'd love to hear from you. So if this one spoke to you like it spoke to us, definitely let us know in the comments down below. And we can't wait to see you in the next video.